Oh yeah, got a lineup of heavy hitters as always. Just to run down the lineup a little bit: Zerum, Inochi, Prada, Gaba, Ghoul, Sin, J-Mam, Dragalia, Insurgent. All the regulars for these online Granblue brackets that you know and love. They're already coming out to some hot starts, even though we've only been started for what, 5 minutes?
Yeah, 10 minutes. We got Greg 2-0ing PP Man. It's probably a product of the Greg Beatrix that I know is being in existence. So many people getting fed up with the fairy matchup. They're turning to alternative means.
That darn 7-frame far light.
The far M is what gives me trouble. It's not only 9 frames, but has the disjoint of a strive button.
That's some release Soul 6S vibes.
Yeah, you probably aren't far off in all honesty on everything except how much damage it does on hit.
At least you don't quite get nuked off of it most of the time.
Yeah. Although, speaking of getting nuked off of it, Bosu's pulling up with the Bosu tricks against G-Wizard, who's on Lancelot.
Oh yeah, we brought up Soul and kind of manifested. I think Bossy's pick in this first match. Beatrix is the choice, known for her nuclear damage potential, especially once she gets below that Delta Clock threshold. G-Wizard, like you said, on the Lancelot, who is going to be extra vulnerable to getting exploded. 14k HP, by the way.
Yeah. And to make matters worse, Bosu likes to do the command grab, so we're going to probably see Delta Clock way before 30% HP.
Let's go. I want to see it. We're getting into it right off the rip. Neither player opting for a very aggressive round start. You can feel each other out a little bit.
Oh, there's a nice little ride. There it is.
You called it before the match, and I can't believe we didn't even get 10 seconds into it before Bosu's already letting the 5U rip and has that Delta Clock stocked.
Yeah. Look, I've been traumatized by Bosu's Beatrix, so I just know what's about to happen.
Might not get a chance to use it before getting that real Delta Clock. Not going to use any sort of time. The only thing you're getting is a next round. G-Wizard playing that one very clean.
Yeah. Also just not getting the time to use that Delta Clock efficiently. Oh my, not again.
So gotta stock up. Said, okay, I didn't get to use it last time. I gotta get one back, Gotta get my watch repaired. The clock gotta be adjusted a little bit.
Ooh, what are you, Star Chaser? Sniping out G-Wizard.
Oh no. This time we're getting our money's worth, Kobe.
Yeah. And like that wasn't even problem of being 14k HP. Anyone dies there.
100%. You get hit with a Delta Clock confirm in the corner, no matter who you are. If you're 6, if you're Vasaraga, doesn't matter. You're eating a grip.
Exactly, especially when Bosu was so close to SBA as well.
Starting to rack up some of that meter now as a product of getting bullied by G-Wizard. Already 2 BP spent on Bosu's side, but he has the offensive.
Yeah. The pickup too, we're in the corner. And you still have to be very careful. There's no Delta Clock, but you are definitely in a dire spot, especially fighting out the corner with the U riding free.
With that Hail Mary rock, even though Bosu could have gotten punished off it, this one, we get the counter hit confirmed, but is not close enough to the corner and is close enough to G-Wizard after that Blade Impulse to get a nice 5L Raging Strike punish.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. You try and bust out of the corner in a non-kosher way. Like maybe I can get away with it. But this time Bosu was like, nah, I'll block.
I feel like G-Wizard saw Bosu bust out with you riding free and was like, oh, I can do that too, right? Like you Blade Impulse is kind of the same thing, right?
Essentially, yeah.
Not quite close enough. Bosu is close enough to get that far light confirm and get some optimal juggles for that full corner carry. 6XM confirming, and G-Wizard is having no more.
Yeah, Turbulence again was not able to find the throw, and it's gonna take a game, or not game ending, round ending confirmed from it.
Bosu poised to take a quick 2-0 off of G-Wizard, playing this first game pretty clinically after recovering from the round 1 deficit, feeling out G-Wizard's Lancelot a little bit.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, it really is that meme of round 1, potentially sometimes even all the way up to game 1, is just information that goes in the storage.
That information's going a long way for Bosu. Trying to press it, trying to get Bosu to flinch, eventually forces out the Brave counter. Bosu still able to get some corner carry. Beatrix so adept at that.
Absolutely. And the space control with a throw for the first time, and G-Wizard is right there, ready to start fighting out of the corner.
Yeah, unfortunately, when G-Wizard got a solid hit, I think misinputted the 6XL, so couldn't confirm off of that U Fireball. Was not going to get rewarded with anything except a swift exit from the winner's side of the bracket. Bosu plays that last round cool, calm, and collected, and will reap the rewards.
Absolutely. I mean, exactly what Bosu needed to do. G-Wizard, though, had quite a lot of good things going for him. You know, had that really good round 1. Just unfortunately, Bosu very, very quick on the uptake. And anytime that Beatrix gets in her bag, that round is going to slip away from you before you can even recognize it.
Yeah, it's so difficult. You got to be always cognizant throughout the whole match of not letting Beatrix get a single ounce of momentum. If she does, she can be a landslide waiting for you.
Yeah. And, you know, some landslides, they tend to happen, but the only one that we want to happen is claiming them matcherino codes. We just started, so it's going to be, we understand, you know, coming in, waking up to the stream, that matcherino code, you can claim it as long as you have a Twitch account and can comment, and you can, you know, type in the chat to us. Oh my gosh, my English is failing me today. But you can claim that, log in with Twitch. There's Battle.net, YouTube, plenty of different options. Make sure you claim a code, stop by there. It's free to do. It only takes a couple clicks for the auths to get all of their information, and then adds a quarter to that prize pool. Gives a little bit extra for these players for showing up and showing out for you.
Also, if you are interested in doing so, direct contributions are always appreciated. We got some prize pool goals there on the side. $50 gets us to top 3 payout, 150 for top 4, so on and so forth. So if you want to see more players fight for a bigger piece of the pie, if you want to make some more hype in the bracket, as one of my good friends says, mo money equals mo hype matches, hit that contribute button as well.
Yeah, some maybe this might be a California thing. I could not confirm nor deny, but usually if I see this is not available in your region and it's within the United States, 90% of the time it's a California thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure what those sponsor quests are, but if you can do them, feel free to.
Yeah. I mean, some of them are shockingly simple when they appear. Like sometimes, you know, you have follow the Twitch stream that you had to be in to get the matcherino code.
Exactly. Following the Twitch, subscribing to YouTube's often one. Sometimes they just got random links. It's like, oh, click this link, fill out a survey, stuff like that. Easy money.
Yeah. And you know, next we're gonna get up here Obelisk and Liari. We're gonna have one of the goated Versusias as an NA.
Mm-hmm. After switching off of Grimnir, that Obelisk was on for a pretty long time. I think from more or less release till a little bit after Versusia came out. Finding a whole lot of success on this Versusia since he's been really picking up steam with it.
Yeah, I mean, Versusia, you know, was a little slow to the uptake, kind of like her dash, but she's just been popping off. People have really figured out, you know, not only is that dash a little awkward to work with, but it's even more awkward to play around with that acceleration. And then, of course, Her M and H buttons are just gigantic, and her 5L being able to crush all other L buttons is kind of nice.
I love the way you put it. Just like her dash, right? The trajectory of this character has been blazing quick. Once she gets up to top speed, she is sprinting at you. Once these players figured out how she really works, once the meta kind of developed in a way that was slightly favorable around her as well, she has been putting up numbers.
Yeah. No longer is it the cat who's going to be wall-to-walling you every single time, even though she still can. It's just for Susia. Like, here we go. We got another Beatrix on screen from Liari.
For only $9.99, you too can die. What is this player card, Obelisk?
I mean, hey, Granblue's on sale right now.
True.
So there's only like, I think $15-ish approximately before taxes. And then you spend a little bit more, then you get to play for Susia.
She's a pretty damn fun character, as Obelisk will get to show us shortly after. I've never actually seen her whole intro rock all the way. That's cool as shit.
It really is cool. Starting off with L Lariat. All right, we are choosing violence, Obelisk.
Obelisk is now in there, and surprisingly for a character as adept in space control as Versusia, her pressure when she's up close is pretty damn good. Given both of her lights plus on block, she got a whole lot of spacing tools to work with as well.
Absolutely. We've got Liari pulling out of the corner. Just ye old standard Beatrix confirmed. Get that SSBA out. Steal these brave points away.
I mean, even though like one special into SSBA isn't that much damage, that BP is worth its weight in gold.
That's gotta hurt right there. The Lariat crushed Liari's riding free. You get to see that. It's like, oh, pain. Oh my gosh, what a call out with the 623.
Yeah, just like that, Obelisk already establishing that space that he wants to control in the mid-range. Keeping Liari at bay for now, but we get a punish. Yeah, no 5U stock to keep that safe.
Went in. Wait for the 2L. Just sometimes, you know, even with your 6-framer, it can be super awkward to actually punish you riding free in the corner.
Okay, Obelisk finds the hit. We're gonna get SBA. Not gonna get the link into it, but it is gonna be close.
By the skin of your teeth, and then just the overhead. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
You don't even see the dash startup from Versusia since her dash, acceleration is so weird. You're just like, oh, okay, there's nothing leading up to it. Just a leg up and drop it down on your head.
Yeah. Sometimes it really does feel like she's just doing Kara dash.
Yeah, I know, right? Obelisk getting stuffed out. Liari finding a good place to press. But unfortunately, after that riding free, that hasn't been able to confirm into much.
Full confirm here, though, and... Oh, the BC bait! Oh, no! Liari.
Three straight for Obelisk, doing a phenomenal job of keeping it composed and keeping in the driver's seat.
Absolutely. The trade, well, it's only really going to favor Obelisk because you can outbox Beatrix, which is not something many characters can say they do effectively.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just Versusia's buttons in the mid-range control a whole lot of space. Beatrix needs to be a little bit closer to have her optimal spacing on those normals.
And now we're going nearly full screen, but Obelisk chose not going to spend any stocks. Just going to keep this going, get that 5U. Really going to make Liari feel any pain.
Okay. They're able to DP out of the jump, though. Able to get some space plus frames, but Obelisk finds a way to mash sweep. Gets a counter hit.
Great counter poke there from Liari. Masterful spacing.
Yeah, they were cooking there. You could see how scared Obelisk was in the corner. He was trying to press out. 2U didn't quite work. 2L not finding anything either, but now that we're back to full HP, doesn't have to worry about that resource quite as much. Obelisk, full confidence back in himself.
Absolutely. And that's what you need. Is like you're now in the driver's seat. Look at the life total disadvantage here for Liari, especially on a higher health character like Versusia. This is going to be a world of punishment. Does not get the full confirm at the Raging Strike. Coming out in error. Unfortunate for Liari. Obelisk will move on. That's going to be Obelisk facing the winner of Dragalia and Stumi.
The Versusia keeps marching on. Another round of winners, but that's going to be a tough one regardless of who is the matchup there.
Ooh, you're taking a look at a little bit other. Yoru Sensei defeated Greg in a 2-0, so you're going to see Yoru Sensei in a little bit here. Let's see, Zerum. Oh, Grisk? It was a 2-1. We were almost living in the world in which Grisk beat Zerum.
Ooh, that would have been quite a time. If Xerom got sent to losers that early and we had a mirror in winners round 3 because of it, that would have been insane.
Yeah, one near would have been guaranteed to move on to that winners top 8 qualifier. Gaba Ghoul is awaiting the winner of Prada and Wanubi. Oh my gosh, did we really just accidentally put like 3 Beatrix on stream to begin with?
Yo, they just keep coming. I mean, Beatrix is so popular, right? Being one of the most requested characters to be placed in Granblue Versus Rising, as well as being one of the currently strongest characters in the game. It comes naturally, right, that she is everywhere.
You know what? I am blaming Bosu for this. Bosu could have gone with Narmaya. Could have, but instead chose the Bosu tricks, and now here we go. Saltz treating us to the Jita. I mean, understandable. I probably wouldn't run Anilla into this either, but I was hoping.
You wanted to see a little bit of sheep action?
Of course.
Since, we didn't have Greg early on in the stream.
Yeah, I mean, we would have seen the Greg Beatrix, so...
This is the closest you were going to get, unfortunately. But the Jita always fun to see is Saltz is... Really, it feels like one of the last reps of the character in North America.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah, because there's honestly a few Jita representation pretty much anywhere. Gamera's on Beatrix and Versusia. I mean, we have a Kame in EU. That's the only other supernova one I can list off the top of my head that's still actively competing on her.
Saltz showing week in and week out, though, that she can still compete. She can still slug with the best of them.
Yeah, Saltz is no slouch at all. There's so much skill that comes from Saltz getting like, oh no, I thought that roll was gonna work.
I thought so too, but that medium fireball from Quinnsomniac was genius as it caught the roll timing.
Although things at work, what a BC bait. And this is exactly where Jita shines. Beatrix, you have to deal with the mother. The whole template you were based off of is this character right here.
Spend one more and close it out. Saltz, even though he was not quite going to generate that SBA, had to adjust the combo rating a little bit to make it work. And so he did.
All tried to charge up the boot a little too much. Quinnsomniac are ready with the riding free to stop that immediately.
Good job of putting the pressure on Saltz very early, just about 40% taken off of the health bar. Saltz able to find that 2L confirm, and even with the nerfs to Jita's EX Rekka, she could still put some distance between her and the corner if she gets one mash out like that.
You were saying?
There it is. Into the right side corner, going to be going into the SBA surely.
Yeah. Needed to squeeze out all the damage possible.
I was doubting myself there for a second towards the end of that super. I went into it thinking, oh, there's no way this kills. And as soon as we got to that last hit, I would wait a minute.
Yeah, I mean, there's kind of been a trend with most of the DLC characters where their SBAs do shockingly little because the rest of their kit does so much damage, but sometimes you get yourself and you forget, no, Jita's just does damage.
Yeah, she just kind of smacks like that. Uh-huh. Maybe that's the pro tag buff, you know, Granby doing the same thing.
Oh, nice. Baits out that spot dodge. Nice tech, though, from Quinn.
Able to buy himself a little bit of time. Delta Clock is on, and you know, Kopi, we've seen numerous runbacks from the brink of death just like this with Delta Clock available.
Oh, no, the delay DP.
Yo, he might be the smartest. He might be the smartest around. Delaying it just enough that it catches the spot dodge on the way up. So good. So good by Saltz.
You wanted to avoid chip damage, Quinn? You were right, but at the wrong time.
Right place at the wrong time, as they say. Unfortunate for Quinn, as that means they're going to be making a loser's bracket visit. Saltz moves on, be fighting Fidgeties. Be duking it out against one of Narmaya Nation's finest.
Absolutely. Let's see. And now Quinnsomniac gonna face Tuiki. Ooh. Like I go in here, use the start GG predictions so that way I don't have to try and fish around and manually look at things. And then I just see Obelisk is the expected losers round 3. Like, oh my gosh, what do you mean losers round 3 is supposed to be Obelisk?
Right? The start GG predictions is great to have. I forget it's there sometimes, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's great to have, but sometimes you see certain things down there, you're like, there is no way.
Surely not, right?
We'll have to see how the things pan out. Looking for our next match currently on stream. We're talking about Narmaya Nation's finest. One of them is going to be on stream, either our next match or the one after. Castiel versus Yozamitsu lined up for the stream, as well as Prada versus Gaba Ghoul. Not totally sure which one we're going to have first. Prada and Gaba Ghoul, it seems like.
Yeah. They're gonna take a little bit to get up to the stream. Gaba Ghoul is waiting for a bit, might be in the end of a ranked set. And that just gives you a perfect amount of time if you haven't already. You know, it's been a little bit since we've last, reminded you. I'll give you some casual reminders throughout the stream and claim those matcherino codes if you haven't already. If you have, we love you. We appreciate you. And if you haven't, still get in there. You get everyone's welcome. You'll join in our great big circle of group hug once you claim that code. And it's free to do. It takes only a few seconds. You'll be claiming that code and back in no time whatsoever.
And come on now. There's 92 y'all in chat. There's 3 people for each of those remaining codes. I know y'all can click those links. We can get those done and over with by the time this match starts. If y'all are quick with it.
Yeah.
Come on, hurry up.
Wait a second. Prada. 6th flavor of the week? Are we Ben and Jerry's over there?
I had not seen the April Fool's art for La Diva before.
It's so
why are her Her delts are so big. What?
Crushing a watermelon? No, Ladiva's biceps are the watermelon.
She's going to the gym and doing straight shoulders. Oh my goodness. Doing a number on Prada's health bar as well. 6, so fragile. Any touch from Gaba Ghoul is gonna hurt.
Yeah. But speaking of things hurting, you got counter hit close age. And 6 is a character known for doing a ton of damage throughout the patches.
It's the give and take, right? He's got low health, so he takes a lot of damage, but he makes you feel like you got low health too when he hits you with some of these clean confirms.
Oh, EX doesn't opt to try and guess for any RPS after the EX 6 claw, and just an EX parry gonna take it all.
Gotta make him respect the Thunder Flash, you know? Can't be letting Gaba Ghoul take turns all willy-nilly like that.
Great spot dodge, not close enough to the corner for the link. And Prada's gonna take this opportunity off the back of a beautiful BC, get a reset.
Catches Gaba Ghoul mashing something a little bit too hefty there. And the health bar keeps draining. The confirms keep coming. Prada has found about 4 or 5 counter hits in a row now, and this one's going to be damage.
Absolutely. Linking into SBA. You know how it do. Now you got to fear, though. Gaba Ghoul can and will far age into SSBAU if you have a sense of weakness.
Oh, yeah. You got to be aware at all times. Thankfully, she's got some room to work with. And the anti-air as well. Prada, very nicely done.
6, quite a strong character for even still. You know, you try and nerf this man, try and put him down a little bit. Just like a cockroach, just keeps on coming back.
You can't keep him away. Doing numbers no matter what. We had 2 players of the character in Arc World Tour Finals a couple weeks ago. Riazo and rookies. Even after all the nerfs, 6 is still the gift that keeps on giving.
Absolutely. Oh, got the JL just at the end of air arc, and that's gonna be a nice throw on the headbutt. This is looking from bad to worse.
You know, Kofi, I looked over at Prada's name and saw tenured, almost called her tenured myself. And with this level of gameplay that we're seeing out of Prada, she might as well be. She is putting on a masterclass and absolutely controlling Gaba Ghoul.
How do I get Prada to put on the cat paws?
We need the meow meows. Where are they?
Someone go ask Prada what I can do to have her put on the cat paws, please.
That's true. She's not really tenured unless she has the RGB color and the meow meows. Not gonna be
to get on in with the ultimate 6 claw, but all it's gonna do is keep Gaba in the corner, just the ult lariat, then a BC.
Okay, Gaba Ghoul finds the reversal, finds the H screwdriver, and yeah, 1 BP, 6 health. Goodbye.
I was like, sure. I was about to say, you know, he gets one more chance. Because I'm like used to most characters living that, and just no.
I hadn't quite looked at the HP bar before that. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. And I saw the replay on my second monitor from the stream being a little bit behind. And I was like, oh, that did a ton of damage.
Nice block on the BC. Gets another grab. Are we gonna get the install? Yeah, no.
That doesn't. Goes for the buff up. Forces Prada to spend her last bravery point, though. Screwdriver will kill. Maybe even a light one at this point.
Yeah. But Prada got a hit. This is absolutely going to SSBA, if not just to get 1 BP back. Not going to live EX command grab. But you no longer die to just a light breeze.
EX and you, always a threat. Now with that little bit of health gone, light probably as well. Gaba, though, no BP to speak of his own. Could be taking 50% more from any touch, including that Thunder Flash. But Gaba wakes up with the elbow, snatching her out of the sky, pile driver on the ground. We're going to game 30.
Yeah, it's a no-fly zone. You know, Gaba Ghoul was giving Prada a lot of respect in the airspace for most of that set. Saw that, you know, Prada's a little hanging out in the air too much. I could wake up and I could snatch you and take the game away. We're at 1-1.
I love Ladiva players, man. Sometimes they'll just, you know what, they'll get knocked out and they'll say, fuck it, I'm waking up with a U anti-air grab.
Oh, nice fake into the throw.
Okay. There we go. After a little bit of Prada playing cat and mouse with Gaba Ghoul, able to finally find a hit that lands significant damage, putting Gaba Ghoul on a bit of a life support here.
Oh my gosh, tries to shimmy, but Gaba Ghoul reading ahead, pressing out once again.
And Prada not blocking the Liari, so Gaba able to pick up off of it and find the screwdriver, but it's not gonna kill. It's the light version, not enough damage.
I just love that they sat there watching each other. The Gaba Ghoul's, wait, you're in range. Get over here.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think even if it was medium SPD, right, I think that would have killed. Gaba trying the anti-air snatch, not gonna find it this time as she stays on the ground and is punishing Gaba Ghoul for it.
Sending Gaba Ghoul back to the corner, gets a 6-6L. This is not gonna be painful, just too far away for the link.
The next hit on any side, though, is gonna hurt something fierce. 2M into the Liari, gets that full confirm. We're going to the corner. I don't believe this will be able to kill. Needs one more interaction. Strike or throw. What's it gonna be?
And it was throw indeed. We are at final game, final round between these two. All for the privilege to fight Xerom.
Oh, what a privilege indeed. After climbing the mountain that is this match, you gotta face Zerum in the next one.
Oh,
don't
no.
envy either player that. But look at Prada.
We were playing Street Fighter for a second there.
Might continue to be a whiff punish into big damage. Certainly a staple. Prada has the meter to make it happen.
Got the 100. U skills are abound, and the throw base gonna seal the deal for Prada. 2-1 over Gaba Ghoul. We'll go fight Zerum to see who makes it in the winner's side top 8.
Another Ladiva sent down to the loser's bracket, banished to the loser's side of things. All three of them now down there. Nothing, J-Mom and Gaba Ghoul. Gonna be trying to wreck some people's bracket runs over there.
Yeah, that's gonna be terrifying. Let's see, where is Gaba Ghoul supposed to be? Gonna be fighting Bosu.
Oh no.
Yeah. Castiel putting Bosu in losers.
You know what, Kopi, earlier you're talking about this this influx of Beatrix as being Basu's fault. Is this his punishment?
You know what? Out of fear of the daily Bosu message, I'm not gonna say anything.
Your lawyers have advised you not to comment on this matter.
Look, Bosu wished for me to hit both Dallas and Houston traffic on my drive down to Texas Showdown this year. That was cruel and unusual punishment.
But did you hit the traffic though?
I hit Dallas traffic and didn't hit any Houston, thankfully.
All right, you know, Bosu got 50% on his curse there. He was really trying. Shout out Bosu. Great guy.
Love you, Bosu. Keep posting those daily messages. It's not targeted at me anymore, please.
All right. But the Narmaya conglomerate going to be paying us a visit for the first time this evening. We have Castiel versus Yozamitsu as our next match up on stream.
Oh, we're getting 3 sets of Narm in a row. This is the good timeline.
3 Narmaya Nation staying strong in the winner side of things tonight. Yoza, Dragalia, and Fidgeties all making runs.
It's a good night. You know, the Beatrix was the warm-up. It's time for the main event.
That it is. And if you fellas out there in chat are liking this event, you can head over and support it with the exclamation mark matcherino. Got a little bit of downtime while we're waiting on the players to get into the lobby. So please go to that link, click claim code. We got 26 left to be claimed. I see 110 of y'all in chat. If each and every one of y'all goes to that link, claims up the code, we can get it done nice and easy as we get into our next match. Saw Castiel playing versus Lucia. Oh yeah, Castiel in tournaments and just traditionally is a Lucilius main. Is so damn cool with it on this character.
I also like Yoza returning back to a normal name after what was had earlier.
What did he have earlier?
Yoza and Tandem Sprite were having funny names back and forth.
I did see a picture of that actually.
Oh, going for damage. Ooh, nice little setup there. I need to steal that. That's better than what I've been using.
It's doing a whole lot of damage to Castiel. Look at this health disparity. Only blade level 1 on this Lucilius. It's looking... It's tough out here.
There's not a lot of fear you have to have. Never mind, you have to have a ton of fear, because even without blade levels, you're dead on the next touch.
You certainly are, and it might come here. Castiel not getting the run-up. Tried for the U-Tessera, but thrown out of the startup. Yoza too quick.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the worst feeling in the world as a Lucilius player. You run up for the throw bait, U-Tessera, and just get tossed out of it. Man. Use that armored reversal. No safe jabs on my wake up. No spot dodges either. The light's covering that beautifully.
Yeah, nice IBs as well. You know, gotta make sure when you're getting put into these multi-hit block stuns like that, you just take your free meter. It's literally free real estate. Oh,
Castiel,
you might be dead here, actually.
Castiel's health bar is looking discounted as well. Not so sure about free. Yoza's gonna have to work to make it kill and will do so beautifully.
I called it right. Let's go.
It's the insider knowledge.
I'm clipping that. I'm putting it into the folder. Times Kopi was right.
Is this a folder that you need regular access to?
I plead the fifth on that one.
Are the other Narms coming up with times Kopi was wrong?
Not Narmaya players.
Okay. You got ops in the other characters. I see.
No, I got ops from my Orgoder.
It'd be like that.
Oh my, the bait? Yoza. Just running it down.
Yeah, that health bar from Castiel getting run down quickly. About 17 seconds off the clock for that round, and Yoza only needs one more to go up to the next round of winners.
Fortunately, though, no confirm off that 2H. Could have been huge. Such is the life of awkward 2H confirms. But that's not an awkward one for sure. That gets you some blade levels.
Oh, yeah. Now, Castiel, not going to spend anything, wants to conserve the meter, and didn't have any cooldowns to get more blade level with.
Just barely not on 5 blade levels, so couldn't get the kill, but the whiff on the throw. That'll do it.
Shout out for our medium. That's my goat.
It's a good button.
It sure is. Yoza and Castiel clashing with some other good buttons of their own. The far heavies meeting in the middle there around start, and Yoza profiting off of it.
Bull tried to flip, but a little too late.
Goes full screen with command dash. Is in Kagura stance, so that safe jump does not work from Castiel. Love the recognition from Yoza.
Yeah, I think also Yoza kind of engineered that with the very quick triple stance switches. You know, it's not often used because it kind of is annoying to do, but you know, rapidly switching your stances like that can make people forget not to safe jump you when you're in Kagura. They lose track.
And Yoza taking that all the way to the bank. That's another round of winners secured for Narmaya Nation, as all three of them here in our winners side, winners quarterfinals.
Yeah, there is a world in which we have guaranteed Narm to winners final.
Yeah,
but that requires Yoza to beat Insurgent, Fidgeties to beat Yoru Sensei. And those are very tough asks.
Yeah, Insurgent being our reigning champion, having taken last week's bracket over. Have a nice day. Always a Goliath in these brackets. It's going to be difficult.
Yeah, really is going to be very, very difficult. Just like Sin and Dragalia are going to be a very tough match who are coming up next. Because these two have played each other quite a bit throughout the brackets. There was one time, you know, Dragalia was like, had the name of Sad Galia, and then immediately after losing to Sin, changed it to Happy Galia. And I was like, I questioned why. I was like, I might have lost a set, but I figured out Sin's pressure and how to fight. Like, okay.
All right.
I see you.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see what the notes are gonna yield in this next match. See if Dragalia is gonna back that one up. And me personally, my favorite Galia variant is Rat Galia.
Wait, do I still have access to? Yes, I do have access to the gift still. Let's go.
What is it? Hey, there it is. But of course, I know Dragalia is not touching that character. No way, no how. I think the last time I saw the rat come out for Dragalia was one Paragon line where he and Fuse Lit played Vikala against each other.
These chase downs. Dragalia is not letting Sin get a chance to breathe.
Sin doing a great job of delaying that DP though to get it out of the corner, but the back throw gives Dragalia some space. Never mind.
The second one, they'll never expect it.
I'll never get back throw into back throw. Who would do such a thing? Right, even off the link, not quite enough damage. But chip is such a problem now for Dragalia.
Oh yeah, you can't freely just spot dodge that. You might be able to avoid the lightning, but sometimes you can't avoid the girl that comes behind it.
Yeah, not able to. Is able though to stuff out Sin's approach off of the spinning slashes.
Ooh, nice. HDP that transient. Don't have to deal with what comes next unless it was parry, and who's gonna send parry there?
I mean, you never know. Some people are just bad at like that.
I mean, you're not wrong.
As my boy Aaron Curry is saying in chat, this bracket is a bloodbath tonight. War brings out the freakiest in some people. They be moving different.
Oh my gosh, the patience. But Dragalia getting caught wiggling. And Sin is going to take game number 1.
Commanding fashion for Sin in game 1. Trying to deny us the possibility of a winner's semifinals for Dragalia. trying to take one Narmaya out of this winner side top 8 equation.
And man, Dragalia just coming back, answering Sin's rounds in the most beautiful of ways with that SBA ender.
Good job from Sin, or from Dragalia, excuse me. Stuffing out Sin's spacing control there with the Setsuna. Buy some space, get out of that corner a little bit.
Yeah, take the guaranteed BC, 6XL. Don't want to let yourself get trapped in it too long. Oh, that still will hit. Flip. Yeah, Gamma Ray.
So, where do you think you're going, Dragalia? Who gave you your flip license? You gotta get that renewed.
Oh my. He's gonna take straight SSBA, rip the last BP away, Sin. Left reversal-less right now.
Reversal in a striker throw scenario. Can't BC, can't do anything. Avoids the situation entirely and tosses Dragalia back over the shoulder to save himself in this winner's side.
Yeah. Great game sense there from Sin. Oh my, the RH just too low. Oh no.
You can't be flipping on Zoe while she's charging. Strike a pose. Get Dragalia away from me. This is my airspace.
Another UDP coming out from Sin, not wanting to hold Dragalia's pressure, and I don't blame you. I don't like to hold it either.
I mean, who does? I'm not trying to block. Hello?
Oh, no, got clipped, and now Sin, as long as the combo limit did not have Sin's back. Chance. Oh my gosh, the super jump backs.
Super jump back, JU, forming a wall. Say, Dragalia, I know you want to U Crescent Moon so bad. It's not happening. You're not approaching me like this.
Stay on the ground.
Sin, when he's on the ground, that's where he is so comfortable. This can see a quick 2-0 for Sin. Puts him firmly in the winner's side. Top 8 will be facing Xerom on that side of the bracket. Going to be going down to see our next winner's side top 8 qualifier. Another Narmaya up for our Narmaya enjoyers. Yoru Sensei and Fidgeties.
Yeah. Yoru Sensei, one of the best 2B players competing right now. I'd put Yoru right up there with Sanshi. Definitely. I'm trying. Oh, why is the other 2B escaping me? Laid way back. There we go. And also even Tenured has a pretty solid 2B as well.
Vermilion too?
And Vermilion. Is Vermilion still on 2B or is Vermilion solidly on Versusia?
You got me there. Not totally sure. But
where are you, Vermilion? Are you lurking here in this chat and can let me know?
Vermilion may be, with his Evo placement, one of the highest placing offline 2Bs there is. Been putting in work with that character.
Yeah. Dropping a little of the Zoe counterplay in the chat. You really do not want to spot dodge anything. Her UDP, sure, you can spot dodge it, but you'd rather block it. Her other DPs, you need a 2H DP it, or you accept.
Or hold that. Vermilion was on 2B last night, if you remember. Okay. Fairy? There's another one joining Fairy Nation. Are they growing? Yoru Sensei, though, always staying strong. I don't think I've seen him play a different character.
Oh.
Who needs it when Yoru Sensei is putting up numbers like he is with this 2B?
Yeah, definitely one of the 2B loyalists. Uh-oh, got you. DP didn't have the follow-up to 5H. That's unfortunate for Yoru Sensei. Very fortunate for Fidgeties.
He stood dead still after hitting that first 5H, and I was like, "There's no. Did this controller fall out? What happened?" But you were able to pick it back up. We're chilling. We're chilling. All right, Destin, you following up for Million as a fairy player with "if you know, you know" is I'm getting my doubts now. What are you trying to pull over me here?
Oh my, the throw gets baited out by Yoru Sensei. Ooh. Nice parry. Genji 5L worked? Hold on.
Caught the startup of something it must have, because that hit from so far away.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Oh yeah, that's not one of the better round starts against 2B. Really do like trying to make it whiff with a walk back Zetsuna as a whiff punish. Just because 35 recovery on whiff goes hard.
So that's a little bit. That's a few.
Yeah. It's a few frames for sure. Oh my gosh.
Jay, you catching? Fidgeties says, forget it. I can't anti-air the air stalls from 2B. I'm just going to go over her.
Oh no.
There's something about 2B pulling up with 5H. That extra little slide she gets when she starts buffering a button. Sliding into the 5H hits different. I don't know what it is about it. Transient from Fidgeties hitting a little different as well, giving him the corner positioning over Yoru Sensei, allowing for that challenge. Keep Yoru Sensei in the corner.
Oh, got the 5L meaty. Oh, a little too awkward on cooldowns though. Couldn't route into a kill confirm.
2L tick throws again this time. Third time's the charm. 2 throws in a row into a bait. It's all she wrote for Fidgeties in the winner's side. 2 Narmayas in a row on stream. 2 Narmayas in a row and loser's side.
You hate to see it, but you love to see Boston Bluebeat coming in with the raid just in time for a very unfortunate ending for Fidgeties, sending down to losers off Yoru Sensei, who, honestly, not surprising, made top 8. Yoru Sensei very, very rarely doesn't make it to the top 4 of brackets nowadays. Just cooks every single time.
He's so consistent. He's so incredibly consistent. And like you said, it's not even just top 8s. I feel like I never see him go out before lose the semifinals.
Yeah, now that you mention it, and if it is, it's because either Yoru slept through check-ins or some other reason caused check-in to be missed.
Wait, what happened?
Yeah, there's been a time or two that Yoru's accidentally fallen asleep and tried to hit a nap pre-bracket and then just got hit by the slept too long.
That's the online bracket grinder classic, I feel like.
True.
People just be doing that all the time. Like, I'll hit a quick 6 p.m. nap. My bracket starts at 7, easy. I'll be there. Wake up at like 11 p.m. How did I get here?
Yeah. But speaking of little short naps, we're gonna take a small little break here. Let the rest of losers catch up to getting top 8. And then when we come back in a few minutes, we're gonna have our top 8 ready and raring for you to go so we can finish out this night strong. Welcome back, everyone. It is time for our top 8 to commence. We have got 7 of the top 8 decided. In the winner's side, we're going to have Zerum and Sid, Yozamitsu and Yoru Sensei, the YY battle. Down in losers, we have Prada and Dragalia, and then Fidgeties awaiting the winner of Insurgent and Obelisk.
I'll be interested to see the results of that YY battle. Maybe some no scopes in there, perhaps a couple 360s. We got Yoza on there. 360 is always a possibility when Narmaya's on screen, you know?
Absolutely. You know, we might see some YY ladder installs.
That's true. We'll have to see. But you said waiting on that last match of loser side to pan out. Insurgent and Obelisk, the 2 players battling out for that spot. And these players throughout our bracket here tonight battling out for a piece of our matcherino pool. Fellas, we get into top 8. We still have 20 codes left to be claimed. If you are sitting there in chat, you got 30 seconds before this next match starts. You can click a code, log in with your platform of choice, Discord, Twitter, Line, Battle.net, whatever you feel like. Claim a code. It costs nothing to you, puts 25 cents into the pot for absolutely free. Or if you're feeling so generous, there are direct contributions as well, such as people like Aaron Curry and Have a Nice Day, who have contributed to our bracket here tonight. $10 from Aaron, 3 from Hava. Thank you both for the contribution.
Y'all are goats.
Get the 20.
Go ahead.
What's up? Oh, Aaron saying get the 20 at least tonight, folks. We have crossed that 20 threshold, but still got some prize pool goals left to go. Tell them about it, Kobe.
Yeah, so for the prize pool goals, make sure, you know, once we get to 50, it's top 3, 150 for top 4, 320 is top 6, and if it's 660 or above, the whole top 8 gets paid out. Everyone goes home with a little bit of something.
So if you want to see these players fight for a little bit of that cash, get a little more hype in the action, a little bit more stakes, if you know what I'm feeling, put in some cash to the matcherino. Claim some codes, get these players paid.
Yep. And we have the final person in top 8 been decided. Obelisk took it 2-1 over Insurgent.
Sending last week's champion home before top 8. Ninth place finish for the Eustace representative. It's a big win for Obelisk.
It is a very huge win. Like, if I'm going into top 8, like, of course, you know, always prefer to be in the winner's side of top 8 if you can. But hey, you be Insurgent of all people to make it in top 8. You got to feel good about yourself there. You got to feel like you can take down the whole world.
Yeah, there's something to be said for momentum. And Obelisk going into loser side of things has that in spades. Going down in loser side at round 3 means he's been kind of clawing his way back up through it, taking down Quinnsomniac, J-Mom, and Insurgent on the way here. That's a hell of a run.
Yeah, that is your average WASD bracket. You really, once you get past like your first round, you're just fighting for your life. It's like you've already made it out of pools by winning game 1.
Oh yeah. 40 players in the bracket. Once you filter down that round 1, round 2, you're already in, you know, top 16 of major kind of status matches. It's crazy out here in the online circuits.
It really is. Hey, that's what makes the Granblue scene so amazing, is there's just no shortage of super high level players who are just entering brackets day in, day out. Very spoiled over here at NA as well for how many brackets we get a week.
Oh yeah. And if you want to keep up with how these high-level players are doing, particularly in the WASD brackets, there is a tour going on. Those, if you're not familiar with the WASD tour, for each of the games that WASD runs, Granblue, Type Lumina, and Uni 2, players are collecting points throughout each week of competition. Every placement gets them a little bit more. there is an LCQ and a tour finals at the end of our league, where the top 16, I believe, players get to qualify for that and duke it out for a prize pool there at the end of the season. A lot of these players that we're seeing, every week, players like Yoza, Insurgent, Yoru Sensei, already racking up a whole lot of points on that leaderboard so far.
Yes, absolutely. And these players have a lot of spaces to climb, because Insurgent, Iago, and Hava are not in top 3, but Yoza are in top 8. But Yoza and Yoru Sensei definitely are. Sin is as well, so is Dragalia. Places can be moving tonight.
They could be. And Xerom, one of those players who, we know of as a perennial top-level competitor in Granblue, is relatively low on the standings, as he hasn't been entering WASD quite as much. So these top 8 matches really matter for his point records going into the later half of the season.
Oh my!
He's ready. He's too ready.
They both were ready. Like, all right, I got the counterplay on stat. And then no, it was just counter to counterplay.
We saw it against Dragalia as well. Sin has the reactions with Gamma Ray down to a science, and he'll let it go if he has the opportunity.
And Sin with the early strike, getting that first round. Oh my, crossover and gets the counter hit too. Oh no, you got clipped by the button that you should never be hit by on Charlotta, but unfortunately, Xerom's not able to make the most of it yet.
The Charlotta far heavy feels like such an out of place button in her kit. I'm not entirely sure what they meant by that button.
Yeah, especially with all the rest of her buttons being like kind of shorter and quick.
Yeah.
And then you just have this wind up smack.
It is a glacial move. But if you get hit by it, you can take a fat chunk of damage.
Ooh, nice little poke out, gets the 6XL. And hey, sometimes you don't need those big giant confirms. You just get a few here and there, take a little bit longer. But hey, if you're still winning neutral, winning on your pressure that much, it don't matter how you get the win.
Keep on pushing. Xerom continuing to push the pace and push Sin into left side corner. These delay UDPs have been coming out and striking true for Sin.
Another spot dodge working out beautifully for Xerom. The noble strategy gonna whiff, but not gonna be punished.
We go into the corner, the link into the U Shining Onslaught. Doesn't quite kill.
Oh, the throw coming out. That was most certainly a misinput. Probably hit M or L and M at the same time, trying to get some form of anti-air.
It's not going to come out this time. Xerom will be taking that all the way to the bank and trying to start off our second game fiercely with our round start 6 at 8.
Nice. There's that UDP. And great bait off the 5U. Xerom showed the ability to use it earlier, and now Sin's like, all right, I see. I'll take note.
Even though the 5U didn't work in that scenario, I see what Xerom is going for. Knowing that with the lightning behind him, a lot of Zoe players will like to delay something after the lightning to try and keep people on their toes. And 5U is great for catching that, but Sin just sat there and waited so patiently.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, the DPs are flying.
I don't blame either of these players for letting them rip. Charlotta light DP, Zoe HDP. Yeah, okay, we can pull the trigger on those whenever we feel like.
And lots of IBs from Zerom's side too. About to get to 100 a lot sooner than expected. Get stuffed out though on you, ball.
I love the call out on that, Kopi. Making sure that Xerom is topping up his meter as much as possible. Instant blocks, not something you really think of that much, but the meter difference can be pretty damn big, especially if you're stuck in that corner for so long.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Sin, you know, was expecting that combo that Zerum did after the U normal strategy. Like, surely that just links like normal, right? But it was just a reset. Doesn't end up mattering in the end. Sin gonna answer back Zerum's game on the board.
That's what you were bringing up earlier in the stream. If there's anything you don't want to spot dodge on Zoe, it is that heavy spinning slashes. That is a quick no escape throw for Sin. Shining Onslaught connects. After two, one on hit, one on block, we're already down in this left corner.
Oh my gosh, the delay? Joe knew the standoff had to end at some time. He was like, all right, I feel in my bones Zerom's gonna press now.
He waits so long. He just sit there. Hey, how's it going? Oh, not bad. How about you? Oh, fine. Okay, I'll DP here. Thank you.
Good use of the LGP there from Zerum to crush. And the SSBA works.
These delayed reversals from Sin are pinpoint accurate. It's insane.
Aggressive BCing.
Cancels off the TP. It was so risky, and the risk pays off.
I mean, you could think of that DP, that Holy Ladder, as a 50-50. Someone was dying.
Yeah. That's one of those where, all right, you know, one of us is losing the round here. Who's it going to be?
Gonna U Holy Ladder right out of the corner. Send back to being nice and defensive. Gets the Gamma Ray this time.
It's honestly so impressive how ready Sin is for even the non-U versions of that move. It's one thing to react to these moves when the whole screen flashes blue and you think, okay, now is the go button. But not having that extra leniency and still doing it is so clean from Sin.
BC gets baited. And this time he was punished. The anti-air not coming out. Charlotte's jump arc very awkward. More akin to a KOF short hop than anything else.
So awkward to anti-air properly. It goes up so quick. By the time you recognize what happened, she's already coming down.
And the little dragon reminded me a little bit of Astra.
No flips here from the dragon though. Only if only Zoe could command her wyvern to do a flip.
You know, I think we figured out how to buff Zoe. Even though Sin is just showing she doesn't need it whatsoever.
I'm on board. I'm on board. I'm down to see these little dragons doing flips. Why not?
Yeah, instead of you dragon being a giant dragon that goes across the screen, it's just the flip dragon.
Yes. Yes.
You're cooking.
Sin is certainly cooking. That 2-1 puts Zerom down to the loser side of things, and Sin at a guaranteed top 3 at minimum. He's sitting pretty in winners finals, awaiting our next match's winner, Yozamitsu and Yoru Sensei.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. We saw Yoru perform incredibly well against Fidgeties. Knows the Nar magic because, I mean, you're fighting in a tournament, so you're gonna run into like all of us at some point. We're an infestation over here. It's like Luane's in EU.
There are so many Narmayas, aren't there?
Yeah, bro. I have on the Dustlu. I think the last count I remember, I have 10 Narmayas on the players to watch from all the different regions, and it's like I'm still not including like half the Narmayas I want to, but I'm gonna get yelled at from the staff by like, why do you have like 20 people here? Because they're all worth watching.
I mean, even looking at the WASD tour standings, right? Yoza, Dragalia, Fidgeties, Kirbio, yourself.
Yeah. The King Kevin Tang himself is on there as well.
Tang, Ninebreaker. There's so many.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Oh, nice JU, but didn't have the flip ready to confirm. It does not matter though. Yoza getting the combo in the end, going in for just a simple B&B.
A little bit of hurt with the 5L for that tech throw. Oh, catches Yoru pressing out. There's a far medium that gets stuffed out.
And just barely can't get enough damage to kill.
There we are. I don't know. Kobe, you do the same thing. I get caught in the trap of referring to buttons as like proximity. I even call 2B's buttons like far heavy, far medium every now and then. I kick myself afterwards.
I mean, they reach far enough.
That's true. They feel like a far button.
Oh my gosh. You live here because it's 2B SBA. Never mind, I lied.
So, new head organization. That's one for the folder of times when Kobe was wrong. Thank you.
We can just forget about that. Oh, loopy loop time. Let's go. We saw Yoza go with the Genji. Yep, just gonna go with the DP version. You know, Yoru not phased. Just gonna chill and take the way out.
Oh my god, that went over you, Crescent Moon?
Yeah. Oh no. 5H counter hit. You're in a world of hurt. SBA just to rip the second Brave Point away. Put you into throw kill range.
That comes through. The U transient attempt was made. A desperation play to try and steal that corner away. But Yoru Sensei always got the pizza cutter ready to cover all angles.
Absolutely. And I mean, U transient, it can be very good to steal corners, but it's very, very awkward air check proximity is very scary to use if 2B's already in the air.
Ready on that one, Yoru Sensei not biting until after the Crescent Moon. Starting to fidget a little bit there.
Yeah. Also, like, Yoza just immediately going for the throw there on the clutch. We're not trying to play around with 6 frame L buttons.
Forget it. Not having it.
What?
Yo, that was despicable confirmed from Yoza. I don't know how that grounded 5L managed to connect, but we take those every day of the week.
Oh, absolutely. You don't question when the game decides to give you a kill.
A freebie for me? Thank you very much. You shouldn't have.
Counter hit flip. I'm going to take a lot of space here. This is going to push you into the corner with the BC bait too.
Hey, like we were saying, right? We'll take it every day of the week. Yoza taking us to a potential game 3 if we can close out this combo.
Oh, absolutely. You can just didn't even need to go for flip. Could have just straight went into use that snut and killed.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Starting to what? Say that again. I know what I said, Fidgeties. I know what I'm doing.
We speak with intention here. Double spot dodge into back throw. Yoza is just reading Yoru Sensei time and time again.
It is coming out early and often. Those Crescent Moons getting right around the Brave counter attempt.
You get to him. Oh, gets to you to Link. Yo.
Kobe got the notebook out right now.
I gotta clip that. That confirm was sick.
Said Shadow Play, clip that. I need this for VOD review after the stream.
Alexa, clip it. Yo, do I speaker check people right now?
What?
Oh, do you not remember the old Xbox turn off?
No.
Oh, man.
I never had a Connect. I never used the voice commands.
Oh my gosh, the back throw?
Got it, but the Crescent Moon afterwards actually putting Yoza closer to the corner than he was before.
Yeah. Gets caught by the air stall. The unfortunate thing right there is usually parry is really good at stopping 2B from doing that, because why air stall when I have both parry and unblockable? But it's too far away for it to be confident and that would work.
Yoru Sensei confident that Yoza was gonna desperation Brave counter there in the clutch, and making the right reads, putting us at a last round scenario. Winner of this gets to fight Sin in the winners finals. The loser, however, gonna be making a long trek back up the hill.
Oh, the flip getting clipped out by JH. The better flip in this instance.
We might need a flip counter for Yoru Sensei now, because we're getting deeper into this bracket.
Gosh, I don't know if anyone could count the amount of flips that are happening between both players. That's an SBA. And it does get to animate. It looked for a second because of the awkward pause that Granblue did that we weren't getting animation.
Does that SBA have a non-clean hit version?
It does. I have seen that SBA not animate before.
Really? I don't think I've
Yeah.
ever seen that. What does it do?
It just ends after
She
the
just-
boot.
She just like kicks you and it's like, okay, we're done here.
Yeah.
Interesting. Not getting any of that this time. The SBA connecting properly. And Yoza going down to the loser side of things. Our winners finals now with all the Narmayas cleared out of the winner side of the bracket. Gonna be Sin and Yoru Sensei.
And that means Yoza's going down to the loser side of the bracket, waiting Prada and Dragalia to fight.
Let's see. Okay. We didn't get our Narmaya mirror in the winner side of things, but it's still a possibility in the losers.
That it is. We could still potentially have the two Narmaya mirrors. Although Fidgeties gonna have a rough time of it. First, you have to defeat Obelisk, who we've seen cook. It is on Versusia, and it's just really showed a mastery of this character. And then if you manage to beat Obelisk, you've got Zerum to beat. And Xerom is a very, very tough cookie.
Yeah, Kopi, I won't lie. It's looking tough for Narmaya Nation out here. Your compatriots are they got their work cut out for them.
Yeah. But hey, even if it might be tough for the Narmayas to fight wins, we're going to have some very good Granblue the whole rest of the way.
We certainly are. And if you fellas out in chat are enjoying said good Granblue, you can hit up the exclamation mark matcherino and claim some codes. We got 14 left to get through before we finish out this bracket. I see 150 y'all in chat. Please, if each of y'all click that link, go claim a code. We can be done and we can get these players paid.
And I see you, Boomback and Lenio. Thank you for those direct contributions. Much, much appreciated as we storm up to almost $30.
30 bucks? Yo, shout outs. If we continue to grow that prize pool, though, we got some goals. $50 gets our full top 3 paid out, $150 for top 4, $320 for top 6, so on and so forth. More money equals more hype matches, as my boy Uncle Viz likes to say.
我が刃にて切り開くこの空に命運を儚き無双のごとく歌方の旗に外るのな
Alrighty. Obelisk and Fidgeties getting us started with the loser's side of things. The stakes are high. This is do or die for their tournament runs.
Yep. Oh, the U pillar telling Fidgeties get out of the air. Transit's just a little too soon.
Yeah, I wanted to get past that orb as soon as possible. Couldn't make it happen.
But there's the U transit. That's gonna work. And close enough where Kagura Far Age picks up. Fidgeties loving that right now.
Fidgeties gets his Crescent Moon blocked. Obelisk able to confirm into the U pillar. We're setting up the Oki. Keep all that plus for him. Is keep Fidgeties locked down long enough to set up the 5U, and the jump scare comes out. No need to cancel it because we can combo on hit.
Yeah. Obelisk turning that round straight back on Fidgeties. What good maneuverability. And blocking the low.
Oh, and getting the anti-airs too.
Yeah, Fidgeties not able to get up to 50, so you can send that 2H freely.
Gonna link into the pillar. That Oki 6-6M is the choice.
Oh my gosh, Schrodinger's cross up coming up once again. The bane of everyone everywhere.
Versusia is too tall. The forbidden mix-ups getting a run on her.
Oh my gosh. Narmai actually just fully disappeared there throughout the visual noise of orb plus pillar.
Orb plus pillar plus the screen turns blue equals I don't know where the hell Fidgeties just disappeared to, but it's not turning out favorably for Obelisk.
Got clipped out of the skill, trying to fight your way out of the corner, but Fidgeties. Oh no, was that? Oh, that looked like slightly wrong direction PK.
Obelisk getting punished quite a few times for trying to let these pillars rip while Fidgeties has more than 50 meter. That U Crescent Moon been a thorn in his side. All right, man. All right.
I have
All right.
no words.
All right, man. You got it. You got it. Empty jump, delay DP. Honestly,
I don't even know if we can call that empty jump because of the H flip that just, you know, was out like a frame or two before landing.
with the frequency that Granblue players like to, you know, like fuzzy button on people's jump-ins to catch empty jump throw, empty jump low, whatnot. That delay DP probably caught Obelisk with, you know, a delay mash, delay throw tech, something of that nature.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. Oh, what a far age. The tail swipe.
Fidgeties is getting a bit too comfortable with Obelisk throwing those pillars at mid-range. Obelisk knows that. Okay. How about a tail for your troubles instead?
Oh, that caught the back end of flip. Obelisk loving that, but not that 6-6L.
It's not to love.
All right, 5U.
Obelisk able to punish. You know, that 2M crossing every distance to reach Fidgeties.
Obelisk trying to make some space, trying to entice Fidgeties to go for a U transient.
U sets and a catches the backdash. Obelisk now in dangerous territory.
Just send it with the Kyoka for the chip.
One more of those will take Obelisk out of this bracket. Fidgeties up 1-0 and around. All he needs is to keep this momentum pushing for 90 more seconds.
Oh my gosh, the flip. Gonna catch Obelisk. Tries to run up, do it again, but this time Obelisk holding down back.
Okay. Guard cancel off. Want none of that U-pillar action. To keep Obelisk locked down, will spend all the resources at his disposal to do so.
What a 2L. Get it out.
Walk back, didn't catch the delay tech. Fidgeties has no BP left, though. Can't spend any more. Has to be very careful with these run-ups.
But was careful enough. Got the delay into that 5L after 5LX. And we'll be moving on facing Zerum.
Our Maya Nation stands strong in the loser's side of things. Fidgeties sending Obelisk's run to an end, but it was an impressive one. Pulling up at 7th place after taking a whole bunch of names in that loser's side of things. Excellent run from Obelisk and his Versusia.
Absolutely. We'll always love to see Obelisk cook. Can't wait to see you in the next bracket. Probably tomorrow. You might see Obelisk in the winner's side of a top 8. Maybe on Friday. Who knows? Every day there's something for you.
Oh yeah, the schedule for Granblue events here in North America is non-stop. Between events like Kirbio's Dreamland, WASD Online, Brick's thing that I forgot what the name of is, Wall Brawl.
Wall Brawl, yeah.
Paragon Line, and so many others that I could not name off the top of my head. There's events constantly.
And it's fun on Saturdays. Like there's exhibitions too. Oh, nice 1st to 7s. Get yourself some really long sets. Perfect sets for getting VOD reviewed too, because those long sets are where some of those glaring habits get to really shine through.
Mm-hmm.
You can get some nice matchup knowledge too, because you get a nice long set.
Oh yeah, that was very fun as well. How could I forget Walbrook? Listen, I knew it was Brick's event. I didn't put the Brick theme together in my head. I'm sorry.
Look,
I've let you down, Aaron.
It's a little easy to miss Wall Brawl because it happens so early in the day. It's like 5 p.m. my time that it starts.
I kind of like that, honestly. Having that switch up for people who don't want to be going to bed quite so late for these normal brackets, you know?
Well, just 2-0 your opponents. Simple, right?
All right, you might be spitting with that one, actually. Win faster or throw harder.
So here we go. Prada deciding to pull out the Catalina. This is a very tenured Prada of you.
What's going on here? This I was trying to figure out a clean way to combine Prada and Artorias' names, but it's not coming to me.
Praetorius.
I got nothing.
Oh my gosh. Not again. Dragalia inspired by Fidgeties. Oh, 9 breaker setups. And got the BC bait to boot.
Absolutely we do. Dragalia on fire.
Battle 2. Engage.
Ooh, nice 5U there from Prada. Another 5U. Just abuse that button. Pretty good against Narmai in most situations.
Especially with that Crescent Moon being single hit, right? You can just use it to scout those out and respond with whatever follow-up accordingly.
And as well as all the Zetsunas too, having pretty solid recovery times on that light, while also notably being single hit.
Gonna have to be using that tech for good in the next game, though. As Dragalia is taking a little bit of your advice, Kopi. We're just 2-0ing our opponents faster. Well, attempting to anyways. We still got in the game.
Yeah, Prada, you know, rotating the character selection most likely. Maybe going back to the 6. Could be going to the CAG. Could be going to one of a million characters, honestly.
Yeah, she's played damn near half the cast in brackets at this point. You know, I've seen her on the CAG, obviously being the character that she kind of made her name on. Belial, Siegfried, Catalina, now the 6. I think I saw some Sandalphon when he first came out as well. She's all over the place. A true generalist in Granblue.
Yes, the cat paws. Not RGB skin, but close enough.
Now they got the Varus color, I think. I think it's the one that Varus uses.
Oh my gosh, the L flip answer.
That's how you know Dragalia has been like, how do I get around this move? I am not an empty hand fan. How can I disrespect it in the maximum?
Maybe when Dragalia says just flip, maybe it's been a real thing all along.
Oh my
That was
goodness.
Kyoka. No, it was not a cancel yet.
Dragalia is locked in, is on point. You can see how much he wants to make this loser side run.
Oh my gosh, tries to run up, flip Prada, but recovered in time enough to counter hit that flip startup.
Comes through again. Lock on the U, empty hand. Still in this corner.
Oh, got the normal hit, flip. Galia, one interaction from taking the whole set, not the EU special.
Are you dead?
Yes.
Dragalia may have just coin flipped that round. Absolutely did just coin flip that round, trying to flex on Prada there a little bit. We still got a little bit of leeway, to be fair. Dragalia said, okay, I'm up around. I can afford to throw one if it comes down to it.
I mean, honestly, I don't blame Prada for the team back there. The EU special is infectious.
The dopamine rush when it hits, though.
Yeah.
I can't blame him.
It really is a high roll.
Oh my goodness. Both players sliding left, right, and center. Prada gonna be the one to find the solid hit.
Another BC. Oh no!
Oh, and with
Here
no
in headlights
BP.
moment.
Yep, doesn't even need to spend the raging chain, gets the refund, gets the game and the set. 2-0 for Dragalia. Nearly fumbling that second game. I thought for a second there that Dragalia might have thrown around into getting bulldozed the one afterwards, but we picked it back up.
What a set. This is truly a very entertaining night. Nothing else to be said.
It's yeah. It certainly is. We're getting a show put on for us here tonight. Fellas in chat, how y'all feeling about it? How you feeling about this top 8 action so far?
I hope you're having as much fun as I am from over here on the other side of the screen.
I hope. If you are having as much fun as we are, you'll hit that link that Koyo just put in chat. That exclamation mark matcherino. 12 codes left to be claimed. We're working our way through top 8, and I want to see each and every one of those done by the time we finish. So, y'all click that link, log in with your platform of choice. Twitch, Twitter, Battle.net, Line, Discord, whatever you feel like, they got it. And claim up a code. Costs nothing to you, puts 25 cents directly into the players' pockets.
Here we go. Fidgeties and Zerum. More Narmaya and Charlotta action.
Did I just see the Grandmaster Rat card on Fidgeties' thing?
Yeah. Fidgeties and Dragalia both have the Grandmaster Rat.
Taking on a little bit of a side quest there. Saying, okay, I need like 8 million crystals to get Grandmaster Narmaya, but Grandmaster Rat is like 5, so let me just pick that up on the way.
Oh, don't drop the link, but it's all right. Zerum still not in the lead just yet. I saw that. I saw you standing up, Fidgeties. Why are you standing up?
Oh, got the hit, but couldn't make anything of it. We're still in Kagura stance. Can't escape that UDP. Safe jab's not going to be working here.
Oh, got the crush. Oh, that's a little painful there.
Fidgeties tried to get that whiff punish with 6-6H, but it just wasn't to be. Huh? Keeping up the tempo, keeping up the momentum, gets legs swept out from under him.
Just barely not able to kill. Not at chip point 2. Now you are.
Where's that DP? It's coming. Oh, never mind.
The spot dodges were working for a second.
Unfortunately, just a second is all Fidgeties was able to buy for himself. Transient gets blocked. That LDP getting ripped by Zerum. Only, what is it, -4 on block now?
I think so. That sounds right. Back throw. Oh, the BC gonna put Zerum back into the corner. And the throw gets baited. And that'll be Zerum taking game number 1.
Moving on up. Kopi, why are you getting called Drake in chat?
It's probably just Yoza being Yoza.
The inner workings of the Narmaya conglomerate are a mystery to me.
Wait, what just happened? What did Zerum press that it traded with Flip? Huh?
I have no idea. I can't even think. Maybe Shining Onslaught? That's the only thing I can think of.
Someone go with. Oh my gosh, Kagura 2H.
I'm not quite able to confirm anything off of it. This
I don't
one,
need to
though,
confirm though.
yeah, we certainly will be able to, but we won't be able to get the super.
You just needed SBA.
The score is 1-0 for Zerum.
My heart can't take this.
It's we are getting each of the interactions playing out on a knife's edge. Huh? The roll, Fidgety is able to catch Zerom's attempts to press out of that corner. Stay down in there.
Didn't have the cancel ready, but it's no big deal. Just gonna flip over the Charlotta ball. No big issues here.
Pressure, the staggers, racking up for Fidgeties, finds a hit. We'll have to make this kill, this confirmed kill. With the restand, it'll be enough.
Yeah. And now Fidgeties on the board. 1-1.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
1, 2, 1. One of these players going to be going out at 5th place. Zerum or Fidgeties. Fidgeties could make our bracket 2 Narmaya mirrors in a row if he takes a win here.
And unfortunately, Fidgeties going for close H instead of 2H on the anti-air. Doesn't get caught up by the side switch, but the throw bait once again from Zerum, proven too much of a hassle.
It's a whole lot to deal with, and the damage afterwards, a whole lot as well. Zerum commands that round, puts himself at set point. Fidgeties in game 2, like he had his wherewithal about him, but starting to crumble a bit.
Oh, the flip out, putting Zerum into the corner. Now, you've got to guess. It's potential looping Oki time.
Where are we going? We're not guessing. We're saying, forget it. UDP, get me out of this corner. And
unfortunately, was too close in order to bait out the DP with the close H. I'm not gonna get one more chance. Tags the throw. The air block on flip was going for the air throw.
The old DP comes out. Guard cancel. You need to keep the plus frames. The throw takes it. Run up. SBA doesn't catch.
Why do we gotta get 2 EU specials in a row?
Be like that.
Someone's gotta go Lawayne. If we're going full EU special, someone pick Lawayne.
Did we only have one in bracket tonight? I saw Tux.
Yeah, I think
I think
only
that
Tux?
might be it. That's kind of surprising. But yeah, when the chips were down, it was do or die for Fidgeties. Bet it all on that run up SSBA.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, unlike Dragalia, this one not paying out quite so well. Or rather, not having the leeway to run it back afterwards.
Yeah. And you know what the most painful part of that is that there's a close H spacing that would have accomplished everything that Fidgeties wanted without dying to jump.
Ain't that a shame? Fortunately, Fidgeties' run will end at 5th place tonight, but beautiful run nonetheless, being one of our 3 Narmaya representatives in the top 5 of our bracket here tonight. The other 2 are on screen now. Coming up for us, Yozamitsu and Dragalia going to be fighting to see who breaks into the top 4.
This is gonna be a potentially fun set. No, Dragalia. Why? I thought Dragalia was gonna pick Lucy as the non-narm to avoid the mirror, not the Beatrix.
No.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
We gotta have that like that super low res video of the Jatsu Beatrix thing that Aaron Curry made as like a Twitch emote.
Uh-oh, did Yoza's controller DC?
Very likely. Stood still.
But take the set from Hava. Oh no, the chat's gonna go take the set.
Well,
2 rollback 111, but that's not even that bad, bro.
戦えるただでは終わらせない
2 rollback.
Player 2. Win.
Fluctuate.
2.
Is it because you're tabbing out?
If I say what I think, I'm suspended 6 months. Anyways, Aaron, as we were talking about before the match, you know the that super crunchy version of the Jatsu Beatrix video you made? I need that as like an animated Twitch emote. Anytime we see a Beatrix on screen, I need to see crunched up Jatsu in the chat.
Oh, someone send it to me in Discord. I need to see this.
Yeah, surely he has it. I know he's posted on his Twitter a few times. There it is.
Was it set in somewhere I can perceive? Or
Yeah,
is it
I'll put it in the chat.
What?
Right. That's that's what you get when you pick Beatrix in Super Smash Brothers Brawl. That's what your Wii remote be saying.
Yeah, actually. Although I will say it's the Jatsu himself is the right quality, but it's in the wrong volume. It needs to be like 10 decibels higher. It needs to be blaring out of that Wii controller.
Such a good video.
Oh, thanks for sending me just the straight MP4 of it. I appreciate you, Aaron.
That's why Aaron's my goat. But for anyone who is just tuning in, we're taking a quick break to check connections between the two players. So we're having some disputes about that as we got into our losers quarterfinals match. So if you bear with us for a couple minutes, we're going to be resolving that shortly. In the meantime, while we have some time, just you and me, I will direct you once more to that matcherino. I know I've been harping on it a lot, but that's because you fellas still have some outstanding tasks to complete. There's 8 codes left to be claimed in that exclamation mark matcherino. So fellas, y'all know what to do. Log into the platform of choice, claim up those codes. I want to be done, over with, finito by the end of top 8. There's not much left to be done, so just hurry up. Then you don't have to hear me harping on about it.
Yeah. You know, wait, there's Supercell ID can log into. Oh, do it.
Supercell? Like,
Yeah,
is that the Clash of Clans company?
it is.
That's cool.
So I did it with BattleNet for the meme, and you know, I guess I have to make a Supercell ID. Unless I don't remember if the one I had as a kid if that was tied to my parents' email or was it tied to mine?
And also, of course, shout outs to those people who have pulled up with the direct contributions as well. Aaron Curry with the 10, Lenio with the 5, Boomback with the 3. Have a nice day with the 275 as well. You had ads. You guys got shot. No, we're working on a connection test between the two of them. The results of which will be following shortly. So working on that. We're just kind of chilling out while that gets resolved. Okay.
All right. We're gonna be pulling up while we get it all resolved. I'm gonna go ahead run our other set that we have available, which was Sin and Yoru Sensei. And it was a nice little winners final. Moving up to that first 3.
Our first 3 of the night, and our first non-Narmaya having match in quite a while, as these two battled their way through Narmaya Nation in the winner's side of things, and are sitting pretty in the winner's side, sitting pretty in that top 3, but only one of them gonna be putting a W next to their name when we get to grand finals. So Yoru Sensei on the 2B or Sin on the Zoe chat. What are y'all thinking? Who's it gonna be?
I mean, if I was gonna bet my channel points, so I'm gonna throw some rocks, I would honestly not be able to tell you. It's really just a 50-50 because Sin always looks really nice. Yoru Sensei, of course, earns all of these top 3s. Very easy candidate to put into grand finals, but so is Sin. But maybe, we just go with historical. Yoru typically wins these. Sin sometimes has trouble making it into grands on the winner's side.
Mm-hmm.
And oftentimes I've seen Sin get into grands on the loser's side. So we might see the Yoru Sin grands.
Very well could be the case. Of course, the winner of this, crucial for that following set if it comes to fruition, determine who is the owner of that extra buffer set. We will be getting into it very shortly.
I just took a look at the tournament matchmaking channel where they're posting connection test. Yoza, oh my gosh, did it crop the contest properly? It had to get shot. Also, Yoza, why are you taking that with your phone? Just Windows Control S. There you go. Just Windows Control S.
Pull up the snipping tool if you have to. We'll make it work somehow. We'll get there. Both players for our current match are up on the cab. We good to go? We chilling out? Where are we going?
Well, should be good to go. Hopefully. Maybe. We're waiting them to confirm the set. Oh no. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know either. I can do keyboard commands on Strive. I cannot do them for Granblue. They confound me.
I don't know. But we're in the match. Letting the intros rock as we get our first to 3 match of the night. Thank you for sticking with us through all of the connection difficulties and whatnot. We're in there. We're all square, and we're ready to duke it out.
Also, do just want to say how sick Sin's color is.
That's a really nice color. Honestly, all of, not all, almost all of the colors for that Battle Pass Zoe skin are tight.
They are. It's just a good skin.
Yeah. Most of the Battle Pass skins they've been cooking with. There've been a couple misses, not to name any in particular, 6, but
Ow. Oh my, that clipped? Oh, no. Okay, got blocked this time.
the super not working out quite as well as some of the previous ones. We had some pretty good luck with those raw supers earlier from Sin, but eventually it has to come to an end, right? Ooh, okay, counter hit confirmed, gets the link into the U skill, a little bit of meter. You're gonna be able to spend it? No way, right? Oh my god, the optimization.
Just
from Sin.
enough. Holy moly.
The 2+ on the throw attempt gets counter thrown. Unfortunate for Sin. Now you're stuck in this corner. Have to try and get out, but the air is not the hey. 2B's anti-air too darn big.
Yeah, a lot of 2H's with there. But not this girl, not this android.
Tried it. The reversals have really been a consistent strength for Sin this entire bracket. And Yoru Sensei's patience in this is really throwing a wrench in the timings that Sin has presented to everyone else.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
BC at the DP, then BC to SSBA. Minus on block BC be doing things to people.
You know, hey, at least it wasn't the Saki clip from earlier today. I don't know if you saw that.
I think I know what you're talking about. Is that the Luane one?
Yeah, the parry into BC, into parry into BC, into HPA.
Yeah, I did see that clip. It's captioned just something like, "I'm so tired." Is this the results of that Luane armada that EU has amassed that you were alluding to earlier?
Potential.
They're running amok out there. No more natural predators to stop them.
Oh my god, I'm surprised that 66H whiffed though from Sin. But hey, we got the dust loops.
Yeah, still found the chase down afterwards, so even with that initial whiff, not too much missed out on. A Yoru Sensei running straight into the waiting arms of that wyvern.
Yeah. Oh my, that didn't meet it?
Yoru Sensei is taking that every day of the week. We'll have to take a few more exchanges, though, to make it count. That trade not coming up big for Yoru. Sin reaping all the profits off of that one.
Oh, the throw bait. Yoru Sensei like, the Narmayas might be down in the losers, but these throw baits, they're still up here at winners.
The spirit of Narmaya is with us, no matter who is on screen. These DPs, though, I don't think Sin has found purchase with a single one against Yoru.
No? I mean, Yoru been here studying, watching. Was like, okay, Sin's in this delay DP, delay SSBA fad. I know. I'm just going to hold back a little bit more.
And it's working wonders for this 2B. Yoru Sensei, an absolute menace here tonight. 2-0 up in winners finals in short order.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Sin has been back to the wall for the majority of this set. Now no different. 1 BP down on the Zoe. And the stagger pressure unrelenting.
Oh, almost got the pickup there. Just was slightly too far away. All HDP on in. Rip that BP away.
That confirm. Set up the lightning. That brave counter off. Oh my goodness, Yoru Sensei trying to let a brave counter attempt rip there. Unfortunate timing for it.
Was a very much an unfortunate timing. Yoru Sensei still got some leeway to play with in the set, especially when gifted a counter hit to 2L just like that. Very optimistic mash there on the plus frames off of H spinning slash. Okay. Finds a guard cancel. A little bit of skill down the drain as Sin doesn't want anything to do with that chain. Oh, double throw. Oh,
To
trying to go for the triple.
this one teched out. Does that connect? Full screen like that, but it's not enough to kill. Lightning doesn't hit. Is that safe? Yeah.
You had the IBs too. You know, just really trying to make the maximum of the block
Believe in victory.
when it's not even needed. Just getting that muscle memory.
Just wants the audience to see that little just in the corner. Saying, making sure the audience knows that he's got it like that.
Exactly. What beautiful showmanship from Sin there. Oh my gosh, the handshake.
Again, Yoru Sensei blocking the H spinning slash, trying to mash afterwards, and Sin has been keeping it airtight. Over, guard cancel off. Yeah, Yoru Sensei
Minus.
wants out of here.
Oh, this time it does go for the throw. Are we trying to engineer Chet Belt?
There it is. The spot dodge. Yoru Sensei, like you were saying earlier, holding back. Because they know that these delayed reversals are the bread and butter for Sin tonight. So on the guard cancel, run up, catches Sin slipping. Doesn't quite get a BP away from Sin, but does get another counter hit with the second hit of 5HH. Bars are winding down. Another VP out for Yoru. A hit does not confirmed. Okay, Sin's still in this. SBA. That's the last BP, I think, off of Yoru Sensei.
Throw!
Just tossed up.
Battle 3. Engage.
down in that corner. Rotex coming out. No counter hit means no combo on that. But for the first time, Sin letting a DP rock without delaying it at all. Tries to delay the guard cancel, but that might be the last time you get the chance.
Another chance. What? The JM into the 5H. The 1-2 special. Yoru Sensei. Moving on in the grands on the winner's side. Sending Sin down to losers to have another chance.
Yoru Sensei, this 2B, one of the hardest grinders in the Granblue scene, always up there with absurd amounts of ranked crystals in pretty much every tournament you can think of week in and week out. Securing his spot in the winner's side of Grands. Very well earned. And Sin will end up being our final boss of the losers bracket. Speaking of, we're going back down to the losers side of things, where we have Yozamitsu and Dragalia. I believe they're just going to end up playing it out, if I'm correct.
Yeah, both their connections are well above the standards. They have below the jitter, they have above, well above the upload, and have way above the download necessary. Like, there's not a reasonable standard that we could change these connection tests to that would not disqualify both of them, in all honesty.
Alrighty. Sometimes setup hardware, yeah. Sometimes it's also routing. Just from certain places, the routing is not good. I know Texas tends to have issues.
Actually, I feel like, at least North Texas, I feel like my connections are oftentimes better.
Okay.
Because, like, of course, I get more like 110s, 120s, 100s than most everyone else. Because it's,
Sure.
like, both coasts get that, and then like all of Canada. But then I'm privileged because I get like really good connection with Mexico too. I get like 70 MS with Yoru Sensei.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Beautiful.
Believe in victory.
Time to do spec checks. Oh no. Drop the PC part picker.
Is that the new version of Drop the Grid?
It's the
Post grid? Post PC part picker?
Hey, Yoza getting the first round. Quick order.
Battle 2. Engage.
One time it was someone who didn't have thermal paste?
Huh?
Like someone... What?
Huh?
So-
How do you find that out?
Someone's computer is just on fire. So... Guys, this rollback is kind of crazy. What's going on?
Did someone like temp check and were like, why is your PC running at 80 Celsius?
Excuse me, sir. You could cook a chicken on that computer. We checked it. Well, I gotta know. What's a ballpark of the temps, Koyo?
I'm just what mine are right now.
So it was a fire hazard. 90C? Oh my good god.
Yeah, mine's only running 62. And I'm at 50% utilization. Holy cow.
Holy moly. Their frying pan. Dragalia, the one getting fried in this match, though, as we return back to things. The Beatrix getting a little bit worse for wear as the health drains down.
Yeah, but this is the first of the Delta Clock confirmed. The next one is certainly death. As long as it's not like 5 auto combo.
Oh. Letting the Brave counter rock. The second one connects. Even up that 6-6L, doesn't want to continue that pressure any further.
Oh, yep. Tried to end Zetsuna. Not in the face of Beatrix with meter.
Yeah. And
That kill?
oh my god. Huh? Okay. Alright. Yep. That one VP that Yozamitsu spent earlier, sealing his fate in the face of that SSBA.
Yeah. I need Zero to pop up and tell me why that's fair.
It's fair because big sword means big
Should have
damage.
used the BC is exactly what Zero would be telling me.
That's true. Shouldn't have used it. Shouldn't have spent it. That would have only been 20% damage, but if you hadn't.
Oh, wow. Flip a Bare. I mean, it's a 9-frame Abare option, but still.
You gotta give it a shot every now and then, right?
Yeah.
You gotta let some of the freakier options fly from time to time.
Take it BC, gets the hit. Can you confirm? No, can't get into SBA.
Yeah, well, we can raw like this, and
Yeah, does not work in your favor. This doesn't kill because it's not base.
yeah. Super still does respectable damage. Dragalia's health bar running low. We gonna risk it? Yeah, we are. Absolutely, we are. Raw riding free with the Delta clock to confirm. Brings us to 1-1.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
Super cancelable specials. Yeehaw. I thought that I saw a command dash come out of Yoza.
Yeah. Transient's cancelable into both SBA and SSBA. It's also got some weird cancels in the code, but the main important one is it can be canceled in SBA, SSBA.
Showing up very importantly there for Yoza in that last one. Unfortunately, not ending up netting him the game.
Delta Clock online and gets it with the Age Thunderbird.
Not gonna spend. Not gonna have to when Yoza lets that DP rip.
Battle 2. Engage.
Just like that, Yoza was one touch away from taking the set 2-0 over Dragalia. Now, Dragalia, the owner of the set point, gets a confirm off the Thunderbird.
You see a back throw. Oh, mess up the direction, unfortunately. Ooh, back throw. We're being violent.
Back, the guard cancel goes wide. Yoza has
Let me get
one
them.
BP.
Oh. No whiff punish on the Thunderbird. Just a little too awkward. That hit. Yeah. You get. I don't know if you get to kill, actually. SBA might have done it.
Throw tech. Dragalia has Delta Clock. When's that riding free coming? I know it's coming. There it is.
Oh, I saw a flinch. And with that, Dragalia will claim the set 2-1 over Yozamitsu, bringing out the Beatrix. -6 is RNG frame data. So true.
Oh, that slight movement. The slightest murmur from Yoza getting stuffed out by that SSBA. Jeez. That's a 2-1 for Dragalia. 4th place secured at the very least, as Zerum, the next opponent, We sticking with the Beatrix, or are we going back to tried and true? Thinking we're swapping.
Yeah, I don't think we see the Dragalia Beatrix there.
Yeah. Yeah. Back to it. The Narmaya going to be the pick. And who was... Oh, it was Fidgeties. Okay. So, Zerum having to fight his second Narmaya in a row as the Narmaya Nation sweeps up down here in the loser side of things.
Oh, tried to Kyoka a little too close to the sun. -5 is punishable. We aren't at RNG frame data. Oh, what a roll! Oh my. Doesn't get the punish, but hey, you don't have to hold plus a bunch.
Dragalia got a quick punish of his own there. Genji 5L doing the job. Okay. LIDP stuffing out Dragalia's attempt to run it forward, and the 2L confirm. Gonna be the last one. Oh, never mind.
No, Ace Holy Ladder, not enough. And gets a 6-6L straight into SSBA.
Wow. Wow. Dragalia clutch it up at the very end.
Battle 2. Engage.
お I like that spot dodge attempt on the Shining Onslaught, but unfortunately, Dragalia not plus enough to punish after it. Parry, beautiful stuff. Armored reversal, catching the demon flip. We don't cancel into any specials, just reset? Oh no. Kopi, it's disastrous.
Yeah, that's an execution if I've seen one.
Battle 3. Engage.
6H, the round start option again. We're really trying it from Zerum.
Oh, I thought we were gonna get the anti-raging strike, but no, not this time. Justice prevails for Zerum.
Justice prevails indeed. Raging strike anti-airs. The evil is staved off for now.
Oh my, the 2M? Oh my, what are these confirmed? They're looking kind of saucy.
They are gonna need a couple more of them to close out the game, though. Doesn't really confirm off of the link.
Yeah, it's really hard right there because you naturally want to go for the far M link, but the 9 versus 8 frame difference is just actually that important to go for 2M instead.
Fortunately, well, Dragalia is able to pick it up. on the other side of things. So at the end of the day, works out. These flips getting stuffed out by a number of things from Zerum in the set. The second half of L Holy Ladder, jump up, cross up buttons connecting as well. Just like that, the meeting the crescent moons in the air, saying, I know you want to take to the skies, but this is my airspace.
A Raging Strike whiffed. Once again, Zerum taking a round off of it.
And could be taking the set. Remember, folks, this is our last first to two of the night, and Zerum only needs one round left to close it out. Making a case for himself thus far. Spending the Raging Strike, spending the SBA. Down to about 40% on Dragalia.
Oh, doesn't get the cross up. I know Dragalia wanted that in the double 2L catch, and Dragalia standing. Question is, Raging Strike, Raging Chain with one left in the combo limit. Zerum with a 2-0. Gonna take us to losers finals.
And as many as we had in top 8, as many as have fallen by top 4 or top 3, all the Narmaya is out. All that is left in loser's side of things, the Charlotta and the Zoe from Zerum and Sin respectively. And awaiting in winner's side of things, Yoru Sensei on the 2B.
Yeah, this is gonna be quite a fun time because, you know, Charlotta always a fun character to watch. Sin always a very fun player. Zoe is also can just really show some fun, interesting stuff. JD loops always a time to be had, and then of course Yoru Sensei 2Bs like no one else.
He is truly moving different in his own lane with the 2B. And that one of these two players is going to get the chance to try and vie for some competition in that lane. First, they got to make it over the hill that is their opponent in this match. And Zerum already showing us that unbridled aggression that got him here.
Absolutely going for the reset. Gets the throw bait. And this is another chunk of life being deleted from Sin.
Near perfect here for Zerum. Gets thrown out. Let's chip out point for Sid. It's near impossible to make a run back all the way from there.
Yeah. The amount of call outs you have to do, because Zerum can just sit there and hold down back until, you know, finds a true DP point.
Yeah, you have to make 2 to 3 correct guesses in a row to try and run it back there, even with the meter that Sin had. So difficult.
Really is. And another SBA. Zerum, just an unstoppable force right now.
Sin not proving to be the immovable object in game 1 that he needs to be. Zerum is trying to wrap this losers bracket up nice and succinctly.
Yeah, I mean, we've got 3 games that Zerum needs to win, so there's plenty of time for Sin to, you know, reverse this fate, you know, stop Zerum just a little bit at least, able to get the tides flowing back.
Yeah, it's gonna be his work cut out for him though. Not able to make anything really stick here in the first bit of game 2. Zerum able to find the first couple of hits. We get the back throw back to mid screen. Zerum jumped out on, but Sin hits the JU, and we're back in the same scenario.
Yeah. This time, you know, seeing Zerum, I know you see me doing all these delayed reversals. It hasn't been working. Let me just 6XL instead.
Gets that connection. Takes a couple of bravery points away. I'm trying to take one of his own and the round with it.
Battle 2. Engage.
Oh, nice air stall.
The whiff punish with the demon flip chop as well.
Oh, got the 6H ender. You know, get a little of those overheads. Try and steal another turn. Unfortunately, a back throw though. Giving Sin some good pressure for what feels like the first time in the set.
Sin's in there. Get the gamma ray. We'll spend that full 100. It's always worth it to take that BP from Xerom.
Oh my gosh, there's a lot of complete disrespect knowing that the Oki wasn't true.
And sending Xerom across the screen like a pinball. Straight off the bumper that is counter hit Zoe JU.
The no escape was on. What? I thought Sin was going to be the one throwing. Never mind.
He's caught. Are we going to spend the 100? No, just the 50. Get some dragon meter back.
Yeah. Baits out the BC, but not ready for the punish. Now Zerum fighting out of the corner, returning to mid screen. Everything's looking up.
The one-touch game on both sides. All anyone needs is a solid confirm. Sin the one to find it. Gamma ray stocked, ready to rock, and ready to tie us up.
Yeah. Sin finding the pieces for a game. You know, this puzzle that is Zerum slowly getting put together. Up to Zerum to shake it all up. That's a good round start.
As Koyo brings up in chat, in the winner side of things, it was a 2-1 in favor of Sin. So these sets have been very, very close throughout both these players' meetings here tonight.
Ooh, just enough to kill.
The last hit of that super always catches me off guard. I'm never ready for the last hit's damage.
Nice. Good on Sin for not trying to anti-air there. Charles was already on the way down after with 2M. But in the end, it's not mattering. Zerum has the corner on lock. Got the overhead.
Second half of the DP caught the jump going over the Raging Strikes. No anti-air Raging Strike to be found today. Only the Gamma Ray from Sin.
And this set suddenly is now going the distance. What looked like a very strong start with Zerum in the lead. Then Sin finding some answers back. Now we're at a final round in game number 3.
This game carries with it all the momentum going into the latter half of the set. So important in terms of that the momentum to be the one who takes game 3 in these close 2-1 sets.
Oh, nice back throw. Gonna try and mix up Sin. Another throw. Stopping the Charlotta ball. Great start.
Close enough to confirm off of that stuff, though. To put you back to the mid screen. The lightning goes wide. Last bravery point spent by Sin. Approaching chip out as well. U hands from Charlotta might put him there if it gets the chance. The SSBA is going to come out. It's going to take the last BP. The 50% damage bonus is on. Is it enough?
Oh, auto combo scaling said no. BC and chip out, but the spot dodge on the U-ball just in time for the back throw punch. Sin is now up in the set.
A game of inches that comes down to Sin's favor. Like you said, started off so hot for Xerom, but now Sin holding that 2-1 position and finding 2 consecutive anti-airs on Charlotta is got to be huge for the confidence.
Absolutely. And it was so fast too that I don't think Sin got 214 stock back, so had to use the U version. Hey, you take that all day long.
Every day of the week. Take this pressure too. Xerom's health bar slowly getting chipped down, finds a jump out in the clutch, and will take the rest of the bravery points with it.
Absolutely. These brave counters have been working out very well for Sin. Just, you know, even if they get blocked, Xerom has been a little bit stopped by them, and this is going to be going to set point.
Sin Zoe, 1 round away from a run back in the grand finals. We were talking about it earlier. You were saying how you're thinking that might be the Yoru Sensei Sin Grands. We're one round away from having that come to reality.
Nice throw. Zerum looking great, blocking the UDP, and that's gonna seal this round. Nice and easy.
Had a round to give, but now 1 round away from Xerom tying it up. Means you're a little bit more uncomfortable there for Sin.
Small hits here and there. Xerom using Raging Strike, making the most of them. Getting this corner position is prime, but a UDP and a side switch. Another DP.
Hell, these reversals. I'm getting smacked upside the head by them. What's going on? The 2H connects though.
Corner gets the lightning set up. Gonna straight BC'd in quick order.
The second one gets baited, and Sin has the SSBA, doesn't even need it, not gonna get to see the win screen, but Sin will be the victor, moving on 3-1 to grand finals losers side.
Good. You know, I called it earlier in the night that, you know, Yoru Sensei historically would be the one moving on to grands, would be not an uncommon sight to see Sin in the loser side of it, and everything worked out as my plan intended.
So did you write the script or what?
I won't say a word. That's
simply
for
called your
y'all to
shot.
decide at home.
You simply called your shot. I respect that.
Exactly. I'm just a little Babe Ruth up in here.
Oh, letting the predictions rip and having them come to fruition. Sin in the loser side of things, Yoru Sensei in the winners. Both those players fighting for a spot in the payout here tonight. Thank you all, fellas, as we get into our grand finals. We've completed all the matcherino codes. Appreciate each and every one of you guys for that. Direct contributions are still available if you guys want to see this top 3 get paid out. Remember, if we get to $50, that is top 3 payout. We're currently at 33 1/4 now with all the codes claimed.
Oh, nice HDP, gonna catch. And yep, just another Raging Strike. Just use these solid little confirms, get your opponent to the corner. No big deal.
And that BC to keep him there. You worked hard to get him over to this corner. Why would you just let him out that easy? Oh, and that last VP stripped away. Yoru Sensei with a stray 5M connection will take advantage of it, and the following damage bonus. Doesn't quite get the kill though.
Oh, the throw whip. Oh, but you're in the air.
Still safe jump. That low height air stall, or double jump, excuse me. Buying just enough time to get a button out, but still be safe to that reversal.
Very patient neutral from both players. And just barely dodging the laser. Holy moly.
I bet after that drop, Sin is thinking, I earned that. I should have had that anti-air with the laser. I earned this drop. Delay throw tech and the catch on the other side. 2B's 5H is ever present. You can be a half screen away and you are still in range for Yoru Sensei to find you, close out that game.
Yeah, just 2B things. Bosu saying it succinctly.
That's it. Just be how it is. I know Bosu knows. I know he was on that 2B grind for a while.
Yeah, the 2 Bosu exists. Oh my gosh, the 6-6H gets baited out by the JH? Holy cow.
He really tried it. That Crown of Thorns still on, but the DP goes through it and punishes. A lot of that Dragon Meter back. The JU stay in that corner.
Good little stop signs trying to throw down. Don't pause Yoru from doing anything. Oh my, max range of 5'8". This is your life now.
Oh, who's that directed to, Kopi? If it's me, I'm thinking maybe Yoru Sensei is gonna have to deal with the repercussions of that.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles, is you gotta deal with the consequences of your own actions.
Well, 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 if it isn't the consequences of my own actions. Sin trying to run up a little bit. Can never get too antsy against 2B with her with cancels like that. It's so dicey. No! The counter hit 5H from Yoru Sensei, stuffing 2B out at any turn. Oh, spend on the second bravery point. It's the setup, the roll through. Yo, the Zoe set play, the forbidden mix.
Battle 1. Engage.
I don't think that one's allowed.
Forbidden. Oh, nice throw. Text this time. And the JU, stop, get back in that corner. Do not leave it.
And the Gamma Ray to finish us off. Nice and clean with a perfect.
Battle 2. Engage.
Sin really turning it up towards the end of that second game.
Yeah, just
Kopi.
keeping it going.
If Yoru Sensei doesn't right the ship, we might have a reset on our hands.
It's very possible, especially for these two.
Dude.
What if you do would pause it over her like that?
You can't be serious, man. Sin's hit rate with these raw reaction gamma rays.
Oh my, to him, stick out the sword and claim your game.
Believe in victory. Battle.
Just a quick little check. Ankles check. You're not moving forward, are you?
Nope. The handshakes though, almost the double handshake, but Sin was ready to press the button. Another throw whiffing from Yoru.
Yoru extending his hand as a gesture of goodwill, and Sin slapping it aside, saying, "Who do you think you are?" It's another perfect.
Yeah, one round away from a reset.
2. Engage.
Sin so close to bringing us both to the loser side of the bracket, bringing us to that grand finals second set. And now is when Yoru is turning on the jets to try and deny that. This is a lot more running in than we've seen throughout this grand final set so far.
Yeah. And I mean, it's starting to work out a little bit more. The life totals speak for themselves, getting past the dragon. Raging Strike and to the SB. Hey.
Keeping us close. Trying to bring us to parity. Now reset point still on the table. And a game 5 is now in the cards for Yoru Sensei and our first set of grand finals. Sorry, cancel off. Stay in that corner. The spinning slashes baits out the brave counter. Yoru, not just deterred, wants the DP. That gets punished too. The gamma ray closing us off with extra grip and damage there at the end. Look at all that red.
Good tech.
Damage is still there. You get the connection with the chain. What that
Another
mean?
throw.
One touch for both players.
Well, here's Volts. And gets a hit. Oh, I wonder what Sin was pressing. Got hit by that 5H.
And no counter hit, no punish. Maybe tried to jump out of that corner. Regardless of the option, game 5 is the result. And counter hit far H is how Yoru's gonna start it.
Oh, nice throw. Oh, another one. Back throw this time, though. And just a wake up, close L. You got it.
Unfortunately, Sin gonna be the one to reap the rewards of that back throw from Yoru. Getting that corner positioning allows for that full dragon refund combo.
Oh, gets the tether, another SBA, and suddenly we've turned from set point into tournament point.
Yoru, after turning up the gas when his back was against the wall, one round away now from being our winner here tonight.
Yeah, nice punish on the 6-6H. It's -8, so we moved past RNG data into actual punish data.
This is where the real frame data begins.
Speaking of real frame data, look, Dragon's got plenty of meter catching the running, but awkward spacing for the 6-6H.
Jab stuffs out the startup of 5-8 from Yoru Sensei, and the gamma
100 in
ray
time,
is
and
built.
that.
Final round, Kopi.
Ooh. I was second guessing myself so hard right there. I was like, surely this should kill. But what if it doesn't?
Indeed it does. And now we're as dicey as things can get for this first set. Game 5 around in each player's pocket. Sin is wiggling in this corner and finally finds a way out.
Right, Sin back to the corner. You've got 80 meter. You can land a UDP if you want it. BC gets baited out though.
The health lead so monumental for Yoru Sensei. One stray breeze and Sin is done for. He's looking out for these 6XL confirms.
Yeah, your BP doesn't matter. You're dead to a throw regardless at 3 or 1. And just barely lives the DP, but here we go. Chip out is a factor, and the spot dodge not involved long enough. Yoru Sensei will be your WASD winner for this week. Number 47 going his way.
Congratulations to Yoru Sensei. Before this week's tournament, number 5th on the rankings here for the WASD Tour in 2025. And I'm sure taking this win certainly going to propel him up the standings. Congratulations. Extremely hard-fought victory for Yoru Sensei.
Absolutely. We were treated in that grand finals, going back and forth the whole time. And even though we couldn't have it go on for longer, still great stuff from Sin. And I can't wait to see how they pull up next week and tear through the bracket once again.
They be doing it week in, week out, and it's a treat to see every time. That will be enough for this week's Granblue bracket. Before we go, Kopi, you got anything you want to plug?
Nothing that I want to plug too big just yet, other than we're less than a month away from me going, a month away exactly from Evo Japan, which you'll see me, you'll see Xerom, you'll see Vermilion, Blue, just to name a few of us NA reps going over there. Make sure y'all are supporting us while we are traveling internationally, giving y'all shows worldwide. But that, you got anything to shill?
Nothing from me except for the fine folks here at WASD putting on events for Granblue, Melty Blood Type Lumina, and Under Night. So if any of those games are your cup of tea, Melty's on Mondays, Granblue on Wednesdays, you know where we are right now, and Uni on Sundays. Pull up, show out, support ImpurestClub and the other folks behind the curtain. With that, will be all for us here tonight. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you to everyone who was in chat or in the bracket. Love you all very much, and we'll see you guys next week.
Thank you to all of y'all. Be going on a raid over to S, like they're doing a spider bracket. So head on over there. Big thank you to you guys. Big thanks to my commentators. Pineapple's Kopi, you did great. Thank you so much for helping. And thanks to Aaron Curry as well for helping me in the back, being able to run the bracket. Really big help. As you can tell, I'm not Impy, I'm Koyo. I'm going to be taking over the bracket this week and next week. If you noticed anything that might have needed a bit of changing or maybe a little help, feel free to DM me. I'll take the criticism. Y'all have a great night.